Hello everybody, and today we're going to do another tactical video and the last tactical video on the kill team, specialists and units. I hope you've all enjoyed the series so far, and let's talk about the Tesla Immortal. Yes, he does actually have some use, and I've used him quite a bit. Okay then, the main advantage of the Tesla Immortal over the Gauss Immortal. Very good for Gene Stealers, guard, anything with weak armor saves. I've had a lot of success with Tesla, but at the same time, Tesla's also lost me the same amount of games. Because I try to build all-comer lists, because I don't like to list Taylor, I'll take the same list against every opponent and see how it does. And as soon as you hit that free up armor, it's game over. Okay, he's very good for squishy units, but as soon as you hit the free up, nope. Unfortunately, he's very command point heavy. Every turn you'll have to use a command point for +1 to hit. The majority of the time you want him at the back. So you have to have a comms also to give you +1 to hit. So every turn he has +2 to hit. So if you're shooting long range and he's in cover, 6s will still give you a Tesla. So that means the Tesla is not useless. You can also make him the comms yourself to give himself +1 to hit. Then use the stratagem. I've done that in all my games and it's paid off. I've taken a pot shot at a heavy weapons, Gene Stealer Celt, I can't remember what it's called, big ugly thing, the last kind of thing. Almost out of range. And I had double 6s to hit when I hit him. And I was like, yeah! So I have 4 wound rolls, he failed 1 armor save with a 5-up and I killed him instantly. Very good. At the same time I fought a Necron player. I had 3 hits, can't hit him. I've shot 2 of these at Necrons. For 2 turns I couldn't kill a single thing. So my point is saying is, it's nice to have 1 in an all-comes list, but the majority of the time the Gauss Immortal is a better option. And I like to test out all the units before I give you advice. This is why the videos have taken a while to come out. Okay, another good thing with this is he's also good for going up and getting objectives. Simply because Tesla Overwatch, if you're very lucky, will hit them and kill them. We all know how dangerous Tesla can be in Overwatch. But another main advantage he has over the Gauss Immortal, you can also advance him and you can also still shoot him, which is amazing because you actually have some speed and you got firepower every turn. So if you want to run out, run behind a building so you can just see like 2 or 3 guys, you can also shoot after that. The biggest weakness we have is 5 inches, which is why the flay one is also a good option. So objective grabbing at Tesla Immortal is really good, and if you can include 1 in your list, make him the comms, but don't be afraid to sacrifice him to get objectives if you're fighting Space Marines or anything with 3-up armor. 4-up armor is good, you can sit him back and shoot every turn. I'd much rather have 1 of these run up the field, grabbing objectives, getting in a nice position ready for next turn, than a flayed one or a warrior. That's basically the only difference between the Tesla and the Gauss. He's good for sitting back against Tyranids and Gene Stealer Celt and using them as a sniper. You have the 2 snipers and the Tesla take a shot every turn. Very dangerous, but command point heavy like I said. And that's why I've stopped using this guy myself, because I find I win a lot more games if I keep my command points for armor rolls and injury rolls. I don't really like to use 2 command points every turn just to do shooting. At the most I like to use 1 and keep 1 in reserves for next turn. When you get to turn 3 or 4, you got 2 or 3 spare command points, then you can really start investing in trying to kill that 1 unit you want dead. I find with the Tesla Immortal, you have to spend a command point every turn to make him useful. And then the comms ability has to be used on him as well, so you're basically using 2 of your best abilities on 1 unit every turn, and it really takes away a lot of your options. But it can also become a very dangerous unit against bad armor saves. He has a place and he can do extremely well, but at the same time he can do extremely poorly. Okay? And I also use the same tactics as a sniper for him against a certain army, and I also use the same tactics for the Gauss against Space Marines. because long range support with a Tesla gives a free up armor. It's just not worth the investment. Don't spend your command points on him, just march him up, use his comms ability on a Gauss, and take shots with the Gauss with the +1 to hit. Then use the stratagem on your snipers or whatever. So, majority of this time, one Tesla seems to be it, but you need to make sure you cover the weaknesses in your army. Basically, if you take a Tesla, you might want to drop a flayed one and put in another Immortal if you have the points, or even a Warrior. Because you need more firepower with a Tesla for a bad matchup. For an all-comers list, definitely take one, followed by one flayed one, and spend the rest of your investment on other units. And I will now put all these guys in rank order, how I see them. Number 1, I would have to say the Death Mark, just for the mortal wounds and the long range support. Number 2 is the Gauss. Number 3 is tied between these two. Unfortunately, the flayed one kicks so much butt, but so does this guy against the right army. They basically have the same kind of role, but if I had to pick, I would say the flayed one is a little bit more useful because he's cheaper. He's sacrificial, you can run him up there, get on an objective, even if he doesn't charge, you can score your points. The Tesla Immortal is number 4, simply because he's more expensive. And number 5, well, we all know. The most useless, but cool looking Necron model, the Warrior. So, number 1, Death Mark, 2, Gauss, flayed one, Tesla, and the poor Warrior. One day, Game Workshop will make these good. Maybe in 2050, maybe, who knows. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the videos.